I'm a monument on every continent. If it ain't big money, I'm non-content. Tell me where the dawn can fit.
Chilla, 2020, you and B Dot, you know, a lot of people saying you guys are leading the way in champion of the year. You know, there's definitely a lot of other people that's doing their thing, and you know, it's definitely gonna be in the conversation and the arguments and things like that. But as far as you and B Dot, how important? And I asked them this question as well. How important is this battle towards getting that? Even if y'all not really paying attention too much to champion of the year, but how important is this battle, winning or losing? Because y'all both gonna be incredible, but somebody has to win, somebody has to lose in the eyes of public opinion.
Yeah.
You're right.
And the fan vote on Caffeine is different than the app vote, from what I've been seeing.
They're gonna do both. They're gonna do both. But know how they do this shit, Chilla.
Way different. Yeah, I mean, you know, that's the one element of this that I will say B Dot potentially has an advantage, is that I feel like the Caffeine fan base is way more familiar with B Dot.
That is true.
Way more familiar with B Dot because he did the Halloween card. He did was it Summer Madness right before that?
Yeah,
I've only been on Caffeine once.
Yeah.
That was me and Jerry. That's the only Caffeine love I've gotten all, 2020.
Yeah.
And I'm still, in a lot of people's minds, the favorite for champion of the year, which is kind of crazy. But anyway, it's very important in terms of, I think a clear win. I think a clear win for one of us will do it.
Yeah,
I think a clear win for me makes me the clear front runner for champion of the year, and vice versa. I think if B Dot were to clear me, it would make him the clear, favorite for champion of the year. With all, salute to Ill Will, Bill Collector, Geechee, Holmesy, everybody else in the conversation for sure. But yeah, this is really kind of a two-man race to me.
I just don't see the clear victory, man, on either side, though, man. Just like you said about the JC battle, it's almost full.
I'll be honest with you. I don't either. You know what I'm saying? Like, as much as I want to, and I'm sure as much as he wants to.
Yeah.
You know, as a competitor, man. When it's one of them ones, and this is one of them ones. You know what I'm saying? Like
12 rounds. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, and really, it's just gonna be a matter of who y'all like better that night. That's really all it's about. It don't matter who you liked in 2020. Don't matter who you liked in 2019. Don't matter who if you liked him better versus Holmes, either me versus Sick or me better versus Twerked and him versus Saga. None of that matters. Who has the best 3 rounds that night is going to potentially be champion.
And y'all both glowing right now, man. Both of y'all glowing. Y'all both on 100. So it's like to see y'all match up at the end of the year. This is like one of them. It's surprising too, in a sense. It feels like this is the main event, respecting Geechee and Goods.
It is the main event. It is the main event. It is the main event. Let's call it what it is.
Yeah.
Me and B Dot is definitely the main event. With all due respect to Goods and Geechee.
But I'm not sure how. I think beginning of the year they're gonna do the champion of the year. But again, you got the Caffeine that night of who they think won, and again it has to come out on the app, and that's a different. You know what I mean? Because you could lose that night. Caffeine, and on the app, they're like, "Nah, my man won."
You can win on the app. That's for sure.
So that's the part about. I love it.
It happened.
And you know the type of. You know my pen work. So you on that second or third watch.
Yeah, exactly. You got to, you got to skip back a little bit. So the app is a little different. So it's.
There may be some things in there. I'm saying that creep up on y'all on that second and third watch. But that's what I'm saying in terms of him being on Caffeine more. I'm not gonna trip over the Caffeine votes no matter which way they sway, to be honest with you. Yeah. If Caffeine got me winning 70% to 30%, cool. If Caffeine got him winning 70% to 30%, cool. I'm really a little more excited for how people score it when they get that opportunity to watch it a second time and a third time and a fourth time on the app. But I'm really, really excited to see what that vote is going to look like. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, people put so much stock nowadays into these caffeine votes, man, that, you know what I'm saying? It really just depends. I definitely look forward to going back and seeing who's in the caffeine chat amping B-Dot. Salute to Mike P. I'll see you there.
Okay.
You know, salute to Geechee and everybody from the West that's going to be in the caffeine chat trying to sway a little bit of the, you know what I'm saying?
Sway the opinions.
Yeah.
So, salute to y'all. I'm gonna make your jobs really difficult, man.
Yeah. How
really difficult.
How have you felt watching the battles on Caffeine? Like just the whole experience, you know, the fans interactive and everything. Just in the how.
It's fire. It's that next level, man. It's super dope, and you know, I don't think we would have experienced it this way if it weren't for the pandemic and everything that's going on. I'm really excited to see what happens when COVID is not an issue anymore, and there's a vaccine, and we can go back to, you know, living a semi-normalized lifestyle. I'm really curious to see how battle rap has changed forever because of, you know, the pandemic, and how URL and all of these leagues have been forced to learn how to create content and market and do things in a different way to still be able to provide entertainment for the fans. You know what I'm saying? So the whole experience, though, has been dope, man. And salute to, you know, URL and Caffeine. And you know, I think it's dope. I think the Ultimate Madness tournaments are dope, you know, giving a lot of the up-and-comers and a lot of the vets who really deserve more looks and more, you know, attention. Giving them that platform, I think it's super dope, bro. So I hope that, you know, bigger events are on the horizon. I hope that you know, bigger tournaments are on the horizon. It's been really dope, man. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see, man, when crowds come back, how much battle rap has changed from where it was before the pandemic.
And it's crazy.
Yep. I wanted to ask real quick. A lot of people, when they come to battle Chilla Jones, they said, "I'm not gonna try to rap with Chilla. You know, I'm gonna try to do other things." You know what I'm saying?
You have to.
I spoke to B-Dot, and he said that's his goal, to show you that not only can he rap with Chilla, but I can rap better than Chilla. Like, you know what I'm saying? To actually, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, you want to go head to head with Chilla? Like, and he's like, yo, this is what I do though. Like, this is what I do. Like, so it's like, it's about to be interesting to see that dynamic.
Yo, there aren't a lot of people who have done that and survived. like
you're right.
Like there aren't, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you look at the people who I've matched up with, who have for all 3 rounds decided that they were going to try to do what I do, but at a higher level. No, that doesn't usually go well for people.
He said he's not doing what you do. He's doing what he do, and it just the same. Y'all just end up doing the same thing. You just doing what he already do. That's basically what it is.
I mean, we both use words really well. We both use words really well. You know what I'm saying? And we convey our points in different ways. I think the challenge for B-Dot in this battle is really going to be, can he land bigger punches or haymakers than me? I think the challenge for me is going to be, can I rap at his level? You know what I'm saying? Because that's you know, not to let the cat out of the bag, but that's my one critique about B-Dot is I don't always watch his rounds or you know, watch his battles and feel like he has like incredible quotables that send shock waves
Okay.
through the culture. He impacts the culture in a different way with his
I-
substance and his, and you know what I'm saying, like the things he chooses to speak about and the way that he does it. But it's dangerous going against somebody that I can say something and then I'm trending. Like that's a Lux Daylight Nitty type of energy that you don't stand in the ring with that type of energy all the time.
Okay.
So if B-Dot's gonna beat me, he's gonna have to have a lot of quotes that people are like, oh, this one line was crazy. He said da 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 da, and then he had this other. If he don't have a lot of those, because that's all I'm giving y'all. If y'all want to say I lost 30 and then all you're talking about is my bars on the timeline, cool.
I mean, you sure you want to kind of give away the game plan like that? It's only the 30th, baby.
That's not the game. That's not the game plan.
Okay.
But I'm saying if I were him, that would be that should be his game plan to try and do that.
Because right now he's somewhere.
My game plan is totally different. My game, nobody can predict my game plan.
Okay.
My game plan is totally different. The one part of my game plan I will tell you is his angles better be razor sharp. Because if they not, they coming back at him in 4 bars.
Okay.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay. Going back to what you said about it's going to be interesting to see when the crowds return and all that. Last time I spoke to B-Dot, he says when the crowds come back, he's out of here. How do you feel about that? And, when the crowds come back, would you rather stay on the small rooms, or would you,
I mean, you could do both. I would just want to do both. You know what I'm saying? Put me, when the crowds come back, put me in the volumes, because that's where I like to be. And put me with the crowds. I mean, it's not like you can't do both. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can have battles against certain opponents or in certain settings where okay, this Chilla that's going to be in this room might be a little different than the Chilla we saw at Gnome or Summer Madness or Born Legacy or Survivors. You know what I'm saying? The Chilla we're going to see in the volume, we know what type of Chilla is going to be there. So, as far as his choice not to battle with the crowds, I don't see a huge problem with that. That's totally on him. I understand it from a creative standpoint of like, you know what I'm saying, what moves you to create and what inspires you to do what you do at a high level. And so if his greater purpose and his greater goal is to put something on camera, on tape, for us to break down and dissect 1,000 times, okay, I get it. You know what I'm saying? For me as an MC, though, as an MC, you're supposed to move the crowd. So for me, that is a very integral part of hip hop.
Okay.
That's that's my feeling on it. It's a very, like, to take the crowd out of any aspect of what you do on a hip hop level by choice, to me, it takes away from your art form. It doesn't necessarily add to it.
Okay.
But that's my feeling. Like I said, I understand it from a creator standpoint because I'm a creative, and so I understand certain circumstances help me to be the best version of me. And if he needs to not rap in front of a crowd to deliver that, that's, who am I to judge?
You heard that fire he had for sure?
No, I've heard about them going back and forth. I'll be honest with you. I haven't been on social media a lot. I've tweeted here and there, and posted a couple things, but I'm locked in, man. Like I'm not even. I don't care what's going on in the battle rap world. I don't care who's talking about who, what bloggers is back. I don't.
He said, yeah.
Like, honestly, I'm trying to fast forward to December 12th.
I heard you had money on Nate Robinson, though.
Nah. Nah, I did catch that though. That was man.
Yo, I had my money on Nate, B. I
Spooky.
lost, B.
Spooky.
Yo, I was so tight. I saw that shit.
How much though?
It was light shit, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Nothing crazy.
Nah, you should have told me, man. Like, yeah, you can't let a brother down. I wouldn't have said put the money on. I would just say watch this.
Nah, because I never seen homie, and I was like, nah, fuck that, man. I'm going with Nate, B.
I'm not mad at you for, you know what I'm saying, for getting behind the homie.
It's that black power, man. You know what I mean?
You know, but
it's that African black power.
But man,
last hour.
That was his last hour.
You know, the problem with Nate is he didn't box at all. He just kept rushing this guy for like.
but like, who was training him, bro? Like, who was? That's what I don't understand. Who was training homie?
Yeah, that was
like
bad.
He had to have been doing that for the 4 weeks leading up to the. Like, he had to have put the gloves on and then did that, and they had to have been like, "This ain't it. This is not proper form, sir." Like, you have like somebody saw that and was like, "Yeah, do that." Like, no, what?
Now Nate thought he was giving 110%. That's all. He said, "I gotta give it all my all." Fuck that.
It's holidays. It's the holidays too.
I'm not saying
he left it all on the canvas. Oh my gosh.
We might hear some Nate Robinson bars in a couple weeks. You know what I mean? I don't know if somebody going. You know what I mean?
Not from me. But you'll probably
Not what they said it is, so let's see what your hustle about. Gotta get back. All them niggas you helped out, they gon' sit back. Came through, doubled my money and stole my drip back. Triple back, grabbed the baggies and left the bitch back. I ain't gon' trip if she threw it, better hit that. Hit the store, 125s, wax and Kit Kats. Chopsticks make you eat slow. Kid, don't call me Negro. When you're A-list, you keep the B-rolls. I never learned how to walk. Hopped out the crib and G-stroll. I take bites from D-roll.